Hello, I'm Jamie Morland, and here in the studio today are 5 Chaucer House Captain candidates with different visions for the future of our school. Over the next few minutes, they'll debate head-to-head about some of the biggest issues facing Hurstmere, questions at the heart of this election. The candidates are Chris Boyce, Jason Evans, George Fisher, James Untell, and Billy Supple. Firstly, Chris Boyce, your opening statement.
Hi, I'm Chris Boyce. I'm going for Chaucer House Captain. My main policies are introducing more clubs, an easier way of learning online, and having suggestion boxes all over the school.
Thank you. Jason Evans.
My name's Jason Evans. I'm going for Chaucer House Captain, and I want everyone else to have their say in what they want, not just what people say them to say what they want.
Thank you very much. George Fisher.
Hello, I'm George Fisher, and I'd like to introduce jumpers for PE so you can buy them so in the winter you're not cold, and better tech facilities.
James Untell.
Hello, I'm James, and I want to be Chaucer House Captain because I feel I can make a change for the school for the better for students.
And finally, Billy Supple.
Hi, I'm Billy Supple, and I would like to refurbish the toilets and make everything better so that way everyone can have their say.
Well, candidates, thank you very much for your opening statements. Now, my first question, what do you think is the most important job of being a house captain? First, we'll go to Chris Boyce.
I think leading is really important. I think they need a positive role model so they can follow their leader.
Thank you. So, Jason, what do you think is the most important job of a house captain?
Letting people have the right to say what they want to say.
George Fisher.
I'd like to make sure everyone's voices are heard, so when someone puts forward a suggestion, I try and make sure it gets to the highest possible place we can get it.
James Untell.
Making sure that everyone and anyone in any year and every year is heard by the school council and is talked about and the most voted, and every point is at least considered and talked about.
And finally, Billy Supple.
I want to make people have their own say rather than just going along with what everyone else wants to happen.
Thank you very much. Now, my next question, how do you plan to improve extracurricular activities in the school? I think, first of all, we'll go from the other end.
I'd want to add more clubs rather than just sport clubs, which are a lot more common. I'd like to add music or even tech clubs or whatever people would really want.
Thank you. James Untell.
I want to add a more sort of easier way for people to join clubs, and I want more clubs to be involved in the school that aren't, like Billy said, based on sport. There should be more clubs for every type of kid, whether they be academic type clubs or drama type clubs and more creative arts type clubs. George.
I'd like to make sure that when a kid suggests a club that he would like, we try and make that club happen, and the clubs around are more fun and for all abilities, especially for sport. They're not just for the top people, and they're more heard of, so more people will turn up to the clubs.
Jason.
I believe there should be a club that suits everyone's needs.
And Chris.
I would like to add new clubs such as Interact Club and Chill Club, where you can go relax. An Interact Club is where you interact with the local community.
Excellent. Now, next question. How will you ensure students have a large voice in the runnings of the school? I think we'll mix up a bit and start with George.
Well, I'll make sure every form can have a form captain, so they can talk to the form captain and tell him what they want, and then he can bring it forward to the Chaucer House Captain meeting, and we listen to them, write down all the ideas, and try and get them involved into the school as quickly as possible.
Thank you. Chris.
Like I said at the start, I would like to make a suggestions box around the school, so every month I could read all your suggestions and take them to the council.
Okay. Billy.
I agree with Chris. I'd put suggestion boxes in every form, and we could flip to every week, so that way we can find out what the majority of people would like.
Excellent. Jason.
I believe there should be a place where everyone talks about their own ideas around the school.
And James.
I want to set up a thing called Student Voice, which is where at the end of every citizenship lesson, over 2 weeks, the students get to write down or say what they think is most important, and a vote gets held of the top 10 or top 20 most important things of that week, that then on the same day is talked about in the house captains and the form rep meeting for Chaucer.
Okay, now what experience have you had which would make you suited to this role? So, Jason.
Well, as you can see here, I'm a peer mentor, which I talk to kids who have maybe problems and help them solve their problems, whereas they may be nervous to talk to their friends or a teacher. Like, they can come to me and talk to me.
Thank you. James.
I've worked to help run a couple of clubs, that's the drama club as well as the Raspberry Pi club, and so that gives me a idea of leadership. And I've also I'm good at public speaking, and I did the Jack Petchey's Speak Out Challenge and came second in that.
Chris.
I've been a peer mentor, but I don't think that's my most important thing. I went on a Rotary leadership course, and this gave me the skills to work as a team, and I think that's really important.
George.
I am a sports leader with a lot of hours, and I spend a lot of time with kids from ranging ages from year 1 to year 6 and 7. So I think that's given me the confidence to speak out to all ages, and I'm also a peer mentor, so that's given me a different avenue of children to speak to.
And Billy.
I'm very confident. I don't let anything stand in my way, and I'm also a peer mentor, so I do know how to deal with people that may not know the way to say how they feel. So, yeah.
Thank you. And now finally, could you possibly sum up in a closing statement why people should vote for you? So if we start with Chris.
My job as house captain is to make Hurstmere great again, and I feel that I can bring that to Hurstmere.
Billy.
I think you should vote for me because I want to put your views into action and make sure that you're more involved in how the school is run.
Thank you. Jason.
I think you should vote for me because I want to make sure that everyone's voice is heard and everyone gets a say in everything.
Thank you. James.
I believe you should vote for me because I have a sound plan to make Hurstmere better for you.
And George.
I think I will make Hurstmere better and be a better house captain, as I will listen to all of you and improve what you want to improve and try and improve the school in the way is right for us.
Well, thank you to all of the candidates for joining us here, and hopefully this will help you to make a decision on who to vote for. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.